All right, welcome back channel. So we're gonna try to find some boost leaks. All right, first thing I gotta do, I gotta take off the bumper. As you can see, I don't know if you can really see it, but the bracket broke, so I gotta fix that. I went out and got a thicker gauge. I used a smaller gauge, the same gauge I used last time when I broke it. I should have addressed it the right way the first time, but I'm gonna go ahead and get that bracket cut, and then we're gonna go ahead and check for some boost leaks on here. So let me go ahead and take this bumper off, get this bracket fixed, and then I'll go ahead and hook this up right here. Where's it at? Fuck, where'd I put it? Boop, 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 boop. Let me see. Oh, go ahead and hook this up right here. Little thing I made to check for boost leaks. Then I'll hook this up and go ahead and pump some air through the system, and then get a spray bottle and some soap and see if we get some bubbles. All right, so let me go ahead and get this bumper off, fix this bracket, and then we'll jump into finding a boost leak if we can. Hopefully it's just a boost leak. But yeah, I've had several people reach out to me and said, you know, check out for boost leaks. So that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, pretty simple, easy way to diagnose is just hook that up and check for air leaking through the couplers or wherever. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Reach out. I mean, like I said, people reached out to me and said, you know, check boost leaks. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right, bumper's off. So as you can tell, snapped right here, which basically sits up in here. Let me see. Damn, looks like I lost the whole piece. So I'll have to put some new nuts in there and bolts. But anyways, as you can see, I'll go ahead and take this off and I'll compare this gauge to the other gauge I got. This is aluminum. The one I got right here is gonna be steel, a lot thicker, so I shouldn't have no more issues of this breaking, which is cool. But let me go ahead and unbolt this and I'll show you the difference in the gauge. So I'm just over here looking at shit. God, I mean, I don't want to fucking say that the kit from Humboldt is a bad kit. I mean, it's a good kit, but fuck, by the time you start replacing shit, look at all this shit rusting right here, fucking getting build up right here. I mean, fuck, I don't know. It's just a lot of shit is cheap, you know what I mean? I might have to source out and buy some vibrant clad, some shit that ain't gonna wail or rust, but it's cheap quality. I mean, yes, you get a good price on the kit, but at what point do you fucking have to start replacing this shit, and it's gonna cost you money, which in the long run you could have fucking pieced out and probably did something better. So far I haven't had problems with the intercooler. Of course, the bracket, that's my deal. That bracket's holding up pretty good, which is not a lot of stress on it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, just a lot of cheap parts on this kit. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this bracket off. All right, so I got it off. I mean, as you can tell how flimsy this shit is, it bends with a couple fingers. Basic aluminum. As you can tell, the thickness from this one to this one, I mean, it's a huge difference. So shouldn't have no more issues of this clamp breaking. I think the reason I put this one on last time is because I didn't have the material, this material, so I just went ahead and did a quick fix. But we're gonna go ahead and dress it now. Just basically gonna put this up, mark the holes, cut where I need to cut, drill them out, and get that intercooler back on. That way we can check for boost leaks. All right, so brackets made, holes are drilled, everything lines up over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit with this with some primer and some paint, put that on, and then we'll jump into finding a boost leak. All right, so I got everything hooked up right now. I sprayed a little bit. There's definitely a boost leak on that coupler. So as I go ahead and air it up, I mean, you can hear it. Watch, I'll spray some soap right there real quick. All right. As you can see, all the soap buildup. See it bubbling right there? So that clamp has definitely got a leak in it. pretty serious leak. I gotta check that one next to it too. Let's go ahead and check that out real quick. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and tighten that clamp down there, put some more air through it, and see if we can find another leak somewhere. All right, so I did find one. I think it's on this coupler right here. Watch this, I'll go ahead and show you. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, so I'll go ahead and show you when I see the bubble. All right, as you can see the bubble right there. Hold on. As you can see the bubbles right there. Nothing over here yet. I got another hissing somewhere around here, so I'm gonna try that clamp right down there and tighten that one up. Watch, I'll go ahead and turn it on so you can hear it. So let's go ahead and tighten all those clamps up. I don't think that one on the right hand side is bubbling anymore, but there's definitely a leak somewhere, a good one over here somewhere. So I'm going to try to tighten all those clamps up and tighten the one down here on the bubble. So yeah, so there's definitely boost leaks. I'm gonna go ahead and try to tighten up as much as I can. Pump some more air in it, see if I hear some more hissing, and then go from there. All right, so all the clamps and hoses, nothing's leaking. There is still that hissing, and it's coming from the blow-off valve. That diaphragm in there is fucking leaking somehow. So, but everything else, all these clamps are dead on good. All the hoses are good. Everything's good. It's this fucking diaphragm that's leaking. I'm telling you, man, this kit, I don't know, I'm starting to question it, but this diaphragm is definitely leaking. Let me see if I can go ahead and show you a video. I do have to plug my IAT right here, but let me go ahead and do this real quick. All right. You can still hear the hissing. It's not coming from nowhere down there. It's coming from that blow-off valve. So that diaphragm is no good. So you're gonna have to look for another blow-off valve. So yeah, so let me pump it up again. But listen, see, I let all the air out. It's definitely leaking out of this diaphragm. Fucking piece of shit. All right, so yeah, it's definitely the blow-off valve, that diaphragm. I took it off and looked at it inside. Had little wrinkles in it, so that diaphragm is definitely leaking. Yeah, starting to question this kit. I'm gonna figure out how long I've had it and then probably do a review on this kit, eventually a video, and the bads of it. But anyways, let's see, the front intercooler is mounted, the bracket's mounted, everything's good except for that blow-off valve. So I'll look into getting a tile blow-off valve eventually. As of right now, I'm kind of strapped, so we'll see. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and put the bumper on and take her out for a little spin and see what happens. All right, so we're gonna take her out for a little spin and see if it cuts out. All right, so I did take it for a spin. I'm back. It is still cutting out 6,000 with that blow-off valve being leaking like that. I mean, I'm probably losing like fucking 2 psi or something like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and take I'll let the car cool down for a minute. I'm gonna take it off later and take it apart and show you guys the diaphragm on the blow-off valve. But that's where all the leaks coming from right now, so it is what it is. So when it cools down, I'll go ahead and pop this blow-off valve off and show you guys the diaphragm and all that. I was running a 11-pound spring in here. I think it's a little bit too much spring because I'm getting back pressure, getting the turbo to flutter. Don't want that, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the other spring that I had in here. And yeah, so I'll go ahead and show you guys that a little bit later on once the motor cools down and show you guys what the diaphragm looks like. So because right now I gotta go take the wife's bike and I gotta put her crash bars on there, her lay down bars, whatever, so you don't mess up all her stuff when if she lays the bike down. So I'm probably gonna jump into that and start doing that real quick while this motor's cooling down. Then I'll show you guys the diaphragm on the blow-off valve. Alright, took the wastegate off. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this off and show you guys real quick. Alright, so if you look, you got the wrinkles all right there. There's a couple, one right there, one right there, one right there, one right there. Looking at the diaphragm, I don't see any rips, but it's not the best looking diaphragm, I guess you could say. But yeah, so probably looking to get in a new tile blow off valve. So yep, that's what it is for now. But yeah, it was definitely leaking somewhere out of here. So yeah, it is what it is. Good, next piece. All right, looking at this O-ring that's in there, it doesn't seat good. Like when you go to push down on this side pops up. It's just, can't really show you, but it does not seat right in there neither. It doesn't seal. But yeah. All right, so that's what it is, and I'll look into getting a new tile blow off valve. For now, I'm just gonna roll with this one on there, put it back on until I get the new one. A little short for money, so yep, it is what it is. Like, subscribe, KL Dad. Catch you guys on the next one.